Even more nerves in this competition now, you feel, at the semi-final stage. Done so well to get here, but can be consigned really to oblivion if you lose a semi.
Yeah, it's a tantalising situation. The last thing you want to do is fall at this hurdle, so I'll be anxious not to give anything away.
Really anticipating something special from him here today.
Boot strength this lad has got when he needs to show it. No defender can match him for that.
Now we can check on the lineup. Well, three at the back. That's the first thing that catches the eye. What about the rest of the team?
Well, it looks to be a 3-4-3. You certainly don't see it that often, and when it works, it can catch the opposition off guard, really. It can be a really awkward shape to contend with.
Here's the lineup. Well, this is the setup, we think, from the opposing team. We're not sure, we must stress that, but I do feel that they're reacting to what they expect from the home team.
Well, more often than not, the opposing manager does know what kind of system his opposite number's going to play, and that looks to be the case, Martin. So, matching up like for like, don't often see this.
The opposition a problem with their interpassing. He's got his shot off now, and he's done it.
And yes, he has stroked it into the roof of the net, but maybe the keeper should have got a hand to it.
Well, I want to see this again, this goal. Goes for goal! He's a great volley, and look at that! Oh, fantastic goal! That's top quality, no doubt about it.
Well, you've got to ask questions of the defence because they just didn't follow in there.
Well, let's take another look at the goal. Well, they are really knocking the ball around well.
Yeah, there's always been an option for the player in possession, and they've used that option and kept possession really well.
And it'll go into the middle now. And here's the header. Well, he's tried for his second goal of the game. The keeper's got the better of him this time.
Well, you thought there was only one winner there, but in the end it was the keeper that came forward and did the business.
The crowd maybe expected a bit more, but it's 2 added minutes. Well, they've gone through into the next round, and in this tournament you have to be tournament tough, and they're showing those qualities.
They have, and they've got a resilient streak about them, and they're gaining in confidence as this tournament goes along.
Been such a good competition, hasn't it, Alan, to get to this stage, and we're really full of anticipation about the semi-finals.
Oh, we've been treated to some excellent football from these two teams, full of match winners, so we should be expecting some thrills today.
This is the starting lineup today. Well, often when we look at these three at the back formations, it's designed to get two strikers in with five in midfield, but it's even more enterprising, this.
It is. You've got your two wing-backs who will be bombing up and down, trying to provide the width, and those two lads wide up top will play fairly narrow, I think.
This is the lineup. Well, this is the setup we think from the opposing team. We're not sure, we must stress that, but I do feel that they're reacting to what they expect from the home team.
Well, more often than not, the opposing manager does know what kind of system his opposite number's going to play, and that looks to be the case, Martin. So, matching up like for like, don't often see this.
The referee has chosen to add on 2 extra minutes. And in comes the header, and he's in there with a header. Has he reached it? He has, with a diving header to score. Fabulous! Superb goal here.
Well, talk about luck. The keeper makes a good save, but straight into the path of the attacker.
Let's have another peek at that goal. And the referee looks to his assistant, who's got the flag up. It's offside. Well, they've definitely gone into a defensive mode now, haven't they, Alan?
Well, 1 or 2 boos from the supporters. They're not happy with this negative approach, but I don't think they'll mind if it does the job.
Now he's looking for support. Well, we're in the last knockings of the game, but we're still on the edge of our seats here. It's that close. Really, really exciting game. You can't take your eyes off it. 5 minutes left of the 90, 1 goal in it. Oh, in goes the cross. They put that cross far too close to the goalkeeper. Here's a chance to whip it in. It's so frustrating for them. They're on the attack, they can't break through. Oh, that's the goalkeeper's ball. 10 times out of 10. Well, that's a great feeling for them. They are into the final of this tournament.
There's a lot of hard work gone into it. It's been a bit of a slog at times, but they've got the reward here.
Well, this is what the build-up is all about. The cup final itself, so much anticipation, so much for the supporters to enjoy for their day out. But the players will only remember it if they win.
That's true. It's been a fascinating tournament, a lot of good play, and I just hope this final lives up to that track record.
This is the lineup. Well, often when we look at these three at the back formations, it's designed to get two strikers in with five in midfield, but it's even more enterprising, this.
It is. You've got your two wing-backs who will be bombing up and down, trying to provide the width, and those two lads wide up top will play fairly narrow, I think.
Now we can check on the lineup. Well, this is the setup we think from the opposing team. We're not sure, we must stress that, but I do feel that they're reacting to what they expect from the home team.
Well, more often than not, the opposing manager does know what kind of system his opposite number's going to play, and that looks to be the case, Martin. So matching up like for like, don't often see this.
What is this game going to bring us? We'll find out now. We're off for the first half. And in goes the cross. He cleared that really well. And a corner given by the referee. Got it away from the danger. Shot on! Well, that is a shock. He's missed it. He has missed it.
Well, coming from a striker of this calibre, that's a bit of a collector's item.
We're now down to the last 5 minutes, and it's still 0-0. Good position. They've worked this attack very well into quite a dangerous position now. No one could get there to reach the cross. That's why they say he's a great goalkeeper, this fella.
Yeah, wonderful positioning.
And that goalkeeper can just saunter out and pick that up. And in goes the cross. Still they can't be separated. Maybe extra time will provide the answer. Going to do. Booking from the referee, yellow card.
Well, maybe on another day he could have had a little quiet word, but out comes the card.
Sliding in and taking his part in the game into a dangerous territory, really.
Yeah, I think so, and it was a poor tackle. It was badly timed.
Goalkeeper can just come out and pick that up. And the time to be added on here is a minimum of 3 minutes. And it's a heading chance now. It could have been a really significant shot, that. It did just miss, but for a moment we thought that would influence the shape of the scoreline.
Yeah, he grimaces, he He knows that was a big moment. If he could have found the target there.
Well, penalties on the agenda here, and that's what we need to settle this contest. He's going to take the first penalty. Up he comes. A slightly risky approach there with the stutter, but the goal stands.
Well, it doesn't look all that confident.
And that's missed.
Oh, what a shocker, not to even hit the target. Four.
No, he's hit the bar.
His body shape was all wrong, leaning back on it.
It's into the middle of the goal, and he's converted his penalty.
Well, up he steps, there's no hiding place, and he looks apprehensive.
Good save. They've let him get away with that little stuttering run-up. Goal stands. That's a fine penalty from him in these circumstances. And he scores! Well, the goalkeeper knows that if he can keep this one out, his side have won. But the penalty taker can keep his side in it by scoring. That's a good penalty. These shootouts very testing.
Well, he knows now. One successful shot, and they've won it.
The pressure was on, but he was up to the task, and they won the shootout.
Well, they picked one of the most experienced men there, and it's paid off.
Well, there they are, leaping in the air with triumph. They hung on to the final whistle, but the cup is theirs, the whistle has gone.
Well, you can't blame them now for just letting it all hang out. They've had to be so disciplined over the course of this competition, but now it's party time for those boys.
Well, they have their place in the history of this competition. They don't realise that at the moment. They're just celebrating the moment, and how. So up they step for the souvenirs. Small trinkets, really, but they mean so much.
Well, there's only so many trophies on offer during the course of the season, and that's why it does mean so much for any footballer to be in this position, to be on that podium. Wonderful stuff.
It's such a fantastic feeling to win any football match, but to win one when there's major silverware at stake almost defies description.
I think they'd be delighted as well, Martin. In fact, they played well over the course of the final, that 90 minutes when they really did have to show what they've got. They responded to the challenge, and that makes it all the more satisfying.
Well, it's quite a scene here. And suddenly, having looked tired towards the end of the game, they found remarkable energy.
Yeah, they'll keep going all night now, I'm sure of that. The adrenaline will be pumping.
Great team, great result.